Hello, El Camino Titans. I am Sherwin Garciano, your Student Council President, and welcome to our 2020-2021 end of year ceremony. Before we continue, it will be my privilege to lead you in the Pledge of Allegiance. If we could have everybody please stand with your right hand over your heart. Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic in which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, and let's carry on with the ceremony.
Hello, it is my pleasure to welcome students, families, and faculty to El Camino's 2021 virtual celebration. Congratulations, Titans, for reaching this important chapter in your life. I know that this is not how any of us expected your junior high experience to be, but I appreciate your resilience and flexibility during these past 2 years. I know that the pandemic has taken so much from us, but today we celebrate what got you here: hard work and perseverance. Through the challenging times, you came out on top. You continued to attend your classes and remained virtually connected to our Titan community. 20 years from now, you will be telling stories about attending Zoom classes, carrying your desk shields, wearing masks, collaboratively working in breakout rooms, and exercising in the virtual PE world. All these experiences, both the positive and the negative, will make us stronger. Remember, they say adversity breeds drive and motivation. So let these and other challenges move you forward. Find your motivation to strive for success and get involved in activities and sports that high school has to offer. You are the future and can do anything that you set your mind to. I am proud of each and every one of you, and I'm excited to see what you accomplish in life. So good luck in high school and in the future, and always remember, once a Titan, always a Titan. Congratulations, students.
El Camino Titans. If you don't already know, I'm Sherwin Garciano, El Camino's ASB president, and quite frankly, I'm honored to still be able to do a speech this year. After the several incidents of the past 2 years, it's amazing that we can all be united here once again. It really does go to show that even behind social barriers, we're still able to remain connected and support each other. I'm so very proud of all of the Titans this year, and you should be proud of yourselves and each other too. After this year, if I could have us remember any one thing, it would be that we all have support systems right next to us, whether physical or digital. Even if you don't think so, there's always someone that you've become a solace to, and that same encouragement can be held mutually if you put your mind to it. We have absolutely dreamed it, we've believed it, and we've achieved it. Once again, congratulations to all of our Titans for making it through the year and, for most, having found a new sense of personal pride.
Hello, El Camino students. I am Malay Gonzalez, your ASB Vice President, and I am honored to be one of El Camino's Student of the Year, along with my peer Sherwin Grasliano, and also be one of the 11 valedictorians. I want to congratulate our 8th graders who are graduating this year, and I also want to congratulate all our El Camino valedictorians: Alan Cisneros, Angel Cisneros, Brandon Vizquia Ledesma, Eric Vasquez Perez, Itzel Lopez, Katrina Santa Teresa, Marcos Munez Venegas, Santiago Coseda Tello, Uriel Marsal Carmona, Valentin Perez Sanchez, and Sherwin Grasliano. I know you've all worked very hard these past 2 years, especially in these difficult times, so I praise you all. Congratulations. For all of us, it has definitely been a rough year since COVID-19 hit us on March 13, 2020, which caused every school in California to shut down. Students across the nation had to do distance learning, which was very new to everyone. We had our struggles through distance learning, like cameras freezing, audio not working, Wi-Fi not working, and the occasional Zoom bombers. But hey, even through all the struggles and obstacles that were thrown at us this year, we managed and pushed through and have finally made it to the end of this unpredicted school year. Us 8th and 7th graders definitely would never expected our 2020-2021 school year to look like this. I am very sorry to our 8th grade graduates who were unable to have the chance to walk across that stage and graduate in person like they all deserve. And I'm also sorry to our 7th graders who were unable to really experience the joys of 7th grade. but we shouldn't let our negative thoughts about this year bring down our spirits of celebrating the end of the year. We should end this school year on a positive note, not a negative one. I know for many, it's hard to think of all the positives through all the chaos and hardship that has happened this year. But please, I don't want us all looking back on this school year thinking how horrible or how frustrating distance learning was. While it was definitely frustrating and hard at times, it wasn't always this way. There were many things this year that brought joy and laughter to all of us. So at the end of our school year, I encourage you all to look back on the moments in distance learning that made you smile or even laugh, so we can all end the school year with gratitude. Before I end, I just want to remind everyone to thank either your friends or your family and tell them how much you appreciate them. Without them, we all wouldn't be here today.
From beginning to end, the entirety of this year has been absolutely amazing, even though some moments may have been really emotional and others were downright stressful. From here on out, whether you're in a classroom or in a Zoom, hopefully it's now been clarified that we can decide our own future, regardless of the circumstances. This insight was probably completely invisible to us back in July 2020, when we didn't even know if we were going to attend school via distance learning or not. But now, the international quarantine can be used as a lesson for us to both weaponize and consider for our self-improvement. For most of our students, I'm sure this was a new awakening, the dawn of a new era where we can entrust ourselves with taking charge in times of isolation and distress. Whether you're a 7th grader returning to campus next year or an 8th grader who will find themselves in a new environment, we can all agree that for better or worse, we can all leave behind these conditions that we've been nurturing each other through this past year. Congratulations to the class of 2021, and thank you to all our teachers.
Congratulations, El Camino Titans. What a strange 8th grade year 2020-2021 turned out to be. You made it through this topsy-turvy year, and now you are moving on to high school. You are on your way towards great things. I wish you the best, and remember, once a Titan, always a Titan.
Hello, El Camino 8th grade Titans. I am so excited to celebrate your promotion into high school. I know this year has been a rough one with this pandemic, but I want to wish you the best of luck. I'm going to go ahead and quote Mark Gross. He was a very amazing PE teacher here at El Camino, and here are some words of wisdom that I'm sure he'd want me to pass on to you. Finally, I want to encourage you to go after your dreams. Don't let the opinions of others deter you from being happy in your own skin. Life is so short and it goes by so quickly. There's no real time to waste worrying about what others think of you. Don't let that come in the way of your happiness. Work for what's important to you, for what moves you, for what you are passionate about, and surround yourself with positive and encouraging individuals that want to see you succeed. And most importantly, never give up. So again, El Camino 8th grade Titans, wish you the best of luck. Enjoy your high school experience.